from this discussion this morning so far is that the MEND which issued that release, that email, is not the MEND that we all used to know.
No. That's one.
Yeah. I'm correct. Did you think that?
That's one.
Okay. Now, the question I want to put to you now, Tony, is do you, the original MEND, which is now dormant, have any idea who this ghost could possibly be, who you say are trying to destabilize the country?
The original MEND, which really comprised ground commanders like now Peace Ambassador Soroba Jakri, then General Igberi Papa. They have made it clear that there is no MEND.
Okay.
Those words that were only merely bystanding hand clappers, the intellectual activists, have also made it clear that there is no MEND anymore. However, the security forces of Nigeria and foreign nations, remember that we have a drone station parked right now on our borders, which implies that the Americans are actively monitoring Nigeria. Both phone calls, speeches, movements. The EU is actively monitoring Nigeria. Now, from intelligence filtering out, we have learned that this was a false flag operation funded, again, as I said, by a foundation in London, which has empowered certain people in Nigeria to arm themselves with an intent to create chaos all around the country. But be that as it may, I would like to end up something that Larry was talking about amnesty. The amnesty process, always the United Nations has specified what the phases of disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration have to be. First of all, there must be an armistice.
Yes.
That's a ceasefire. Remember that recently Boko Haram supposedly said they were ceasing fire, and immediately after we had 4 bomb explosions on the same day, and we had Shekau, the internet factional leader of Boko Haram, state that they did not recognize Abdul Aziz, and so they were not ceasing fire. Now, that same Shekau has come out again to say that they are not only not accepting amnesty, they in fact believe that they are the ones supposed to grant amnesty to the federal government. Now, remember that we in MEND, in the Niger Delta, were asking for justice, etc., under the laws and constitution of Nigeria. Remember also that what Boko Haram has so far been saying is that we must become an Islamic state, the president must become Islamic. In short, they are saying, throw away the constitution. That is why the Nigerian National Summit Group has been espousing the need for all Nigerians, all of us, Boko Haram, X-Men, OPC, MASOB, and all the other moderate and pressure bodies like the professional bodies, to come and sit down. There is a need to seriously discuss the grundum, the modus vivendi. How do we want to live together? Because the man in Boko Haram that says he wants to live by Sharia law has the right to ask for it. But we have to make sure that his right does not impinge on other people's rights. So dialogue is always preferable. And what Mr. President has done is begin a process of dialogue by saying a committee, go and sit down, work out the modalities. Now, if those modalities are accepted by Boko Haram and are acceptable to the rest of us Nigerians, Boko Haram will be granted amnesty. Though, we must remember that the major thing we are earning from amnesty in Niger Delta now is education and empowerment. And Boko Haram says it does not want Western education. I don't know exactly what they want.
I think that's Islamic education. There's Islamic education.
I don't know how much that fits into the modern age economic.
I think it will work well in the Islamic.
But then, what if I have to go to Borno? Do I have to dress my wife in a hijab? That's what we must sit down and discuss.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Yanta. Now, in wrapping up, do you think that this MEND that is said to not exist or that is said to have ghost members, do you think anybody should listen to it?
Well, just like we have been saying, the concern of the federal government is to see that there is absolute peace in the country. And that will be one of the key benefits, gains it will have. Now, if these people are claiming they are MEND and they have a reason for going into the creeks again to begin to commit, this despicable violence to our people, then they should show themselves and then explain the essence, like they said, Erioka. And like I told you earlier, I said Erioka said no to this and that he has never been a MEND. But I told you, I said he was one of the leaders because MEND is versatile, is a big place. Just like me, I am the leader of the Niger Delta Liberation Force. But we all are MEND. Chompolo Ateke is also the leader of the Niger Delta Vigilante. But we are all MEND. So MEND has several leaders. Just like you asked me if Erioka was one. I said yes. And Erioka have stated that he has never been a member of MEND. So if there is any other people that are claiming that for this reason or that they have gone into the creeks to begin to create the unrest to the people of the region, then I think, one, I know too well that they are politically motivated.
Let me ask you a final question because we really must wrap up now. Final question for you. How come members of MEND that have been in existence for so many years, how come they don't know the people who are perpetrating these acts? Because like the Boko Haram, they're not ghosts. They are people. But
have their people known them, the Boko Haram?
They've not identified them. Are you saying you know them, you just don't want to identify them?
That is why I asked you. Has anybody come out to say Boko Haram is this man?
So you were playing Boko Haram.
Okay, now let me explain this to you.
Yeah.
When people want to commit evil, and they know that you are antipathy to evil, they will not let you understand. Not until you watch keenly to understand where this evil is coming out from, before you will know. This threat just come up recently, and I will still have to take our time to study it and then to know where it is coming from. But I know too well, like I told you, that people that wanted political power by all means, people that say they want to be this or else, nobody will be. My brother, Reverend, said the Niger Deltans were agitating for their rights, but they never said they wanted president of the country. Am I right?
Very correct.
But Providence brought the president to stay. So whoever that is out there, doing all these things that will not bring joy to the people of the region,
and claiming that they are men,
and yes, to tarnish our image. I'm expecting to see General Boylof, to come out to say he is not happy with the way things are going in the country, and that is why he has gone into these things again. I'm also expecting people like likes of Tompolo, because Tompolo is one of the major leaders is like a kingpin. So I'm expecting him also to come and say, this is it.